Welcome back. So hey, listen, I'm going to do a quick overview of the book so that people know how to use the book. Go to the front real quick in the book, and you guys are probably aware of this because you've been around a while, but if you go to the very front, it gives you a quick overview of what we're going to be talking about, which I think is helpful. So in Unit 1, someone tell me, what do we got going on here? What's the topic of Unit 1?
History mysteries.
Yeah, history's mysteries. You guys know what mysteries are?
Mystery, yeah, like no, not novel, like novel, old novel.
Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah, what does it mean though, a mystery?
Something you don't know what's happened, or
Yeah, like
you won't find what happened.
Yeah, so history's mysteries. What do you think that means together?
Mystery and all about history.
Yeah, it is. Is it things we know about history?
No.
We don't
No, we don't.
Yeah, things we don't know about history. So in Unit 1, we're going to talk about how to speculate about the out of the ordinary. Do you know what out of the ordinary means?
Ordinary.
Do you know what ordinary means?
And the vocabulary.
Ordinary means normal.
Normal.
Out of the ordinary means unusual. Does that make sense? So, and do you know what it means to speculate?
Okay.
Speculate?
No,
When I speculate, I guess.
like in France.
Like what?
In France.
Not an inference. An inference is when I say something indirectly.
Okay.
Speculate is when I guess about something. Okay? So we're going to learn how to speculate about unusual things. We're also going to talk about, and I wrote those up here. Every day I try to write these up here. Alright? So we're going to learn, hopefully today, 3 different things. Students will be able to speculate about out of the ordinary events. Okay? Or guess about unusual things. We're going to talk about wild guesses. You know what a wild guess is, right? What's a wild guess?
Guess.
Yeah.
Guesses.
When I put wild in front of it, what does it mean?
While.
With some information.
Yeah, would that be a good guess or just like a crazy guess?
I think it's crazy.
So we're going to talk about the difference between a crazy guess,
Okay.
okay,
And
and the
good
process of
elimination.
elimination. Do you guys know what the process of elimination is?
Elimination, I don't know.
Elimination is when you get rid of something. So let's say you're taking the TOEFL test,
Okay.
and you have 4 options. I can make a wild guess, which is, dear God help me, and I pick one. Right? That's a wild, crazy guess.
Yeah.
Or I can use the process
Okay.
of elimination.
Yeah.
It's not so okay.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. So I eliminate, through a process of logic, I get rid of the least likely. Does that make sense? Until I'm left with one. So we'll talk about how to do that, and then finally, we'll talk about degrees of certainty. So if I'm 100% sure of something, how do I express that in English? If I'm 50% sure, how do I express it in English?
Okay, smite maybe.
Modals,
Modal.
right? So we'll talk about how to do that in Unit 1. Unit 2, what's the topic?
Humor.
Yeah, do you know what humor is?
Human, no.
Humor.
No.
Hammer.
No.
Yeah, I'm going to
About
give you...
health.
No, humor is...
A good sense of humor. A good sense of humor, yeah.
Humor.
Humor.
It's
joke. It's like a joke.
To try to be funny.
It's all.
Just
Oh,
fine.
sorry.
We're trying to be serious.
Oh, sorry. So, humor is being funny.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll talk about that.
Not funny or something when I
It's
talk
great,
about
yeah.
your face.
No. That's to make fun of.
Fun of.
Right, make fun of. Humor is just to be funny.
To be funny.
Yeah, it's
like
not-
this, he has a good sense of humor.
Yeah. Alright, so the grammar. Let me jump back up here. In Unit 1, the grammar is past modals in active and passive voice. You mentioned might, right? That's a modal. So we're going to... Yep. We'll use those to talk about certainty. Down here in Unit 2, we'll talk about indirect speech and noun clauses. Okay? In Unit 3, what's the topic of Unit 3?
Advertising and consumer.
Advertising and consumers. Do you guys know what an advertiser is?
Like
Or advertising?
advertise, like if you go to internet or
Yeah.
the road, like restaurant or
Exactly.
anything.
Sure, people promoting their product.
Share something. Or like share something.
Okay? What's a consumer?
Like I consume. I have I think that's my country consume about the oil.
Okay. Well,
Consume.
you guys sell oil and you consume
yes.
it. That means you use something.
Yeah.
So a consumer is the same as a customer.
Like custom.
Could be,
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
because customers
Who,
buy to
who
use.
consume this one?
Could be anything.
Okay, okay.
Some people call them consumers, some people call them customers.
Okay.
The grammar in Unit 3, what are we going to be looking at? Can somebody tell me what's the grammar?
Normal, passive, gerund, and negative.
Ooh, that sounds like a disease. It's not. Gerunds, passive gerunds and infinitives. What else?
Common verb followed by either infinitives or gerund.
Good.
Using a pronoun or adjective before the gerund or infinitives.
Excellent. So those are things we're going to be learning how to do. Unit 4, what's the topic?
It's for musical mood.
Yes, musical moods.
What I want, what my mood's like. I mean,
Yeah.
I like pop music.
Correct. So what kind of music, when you're in a certain mood, do you like? Probably talk a lot about different
Okay. If I didn't like English music,
English. You don't like any English music?
yeah. Some
What do you like?
Arabic music. Because
So
I
Because you-
understand it.
Yeah, I think that.
Sure, that's normal. You're not going to enjoy something if you don't understand it.
Yeah.
But hopefully after being at ELS,
No.
learning
No,
English,
even that, you will know a few. But the language is different. The accent is different.
that is
Like
true.
black English or
Sure,
foreigner English, it's different.
it's true. Hopefully though, as you get used to listening to English, you'll understand the words better.
Some of them.
Some of them. It's true though, even I don't understand some of the words when people sing. And a lot of people just enjoy the rhythm or the beat of the music,
Yeah.
and they like to dance to the music. All right. So listen, now I want you to go to the back of the book real quick. All right. I want to point out a couple things. As you guys know, on the final exam, vocabulary is 40% of the test, okay? So I want to encourage you even now to take the list from the back and start reviewing. You need to look up the definitions and the word form. And I would even write an example sentence somewhere. I'd probably put it in a word journal if it were me. Okay?
Not a lot.
You know, it's not
A few words.
It's not as bad as some of the books. It's really, it's surprisingly few.
Few.
Okay? So that shouldn't be too hard for you, hopefully.
Clearly,
Listen, the other thing I want to point out,
it's not
they have a review section in the back of the book
Yeah.
of irregular verbs. These are really important, okay? Because you can't create, you can't use a lot. We use irregular verbs a lot in English, and you're going to have a lot of problems in your writing and in your speaking if you don't memorize the irregular verbs. So take the time to make sure you know how to spell these and you know the forms of the irregular verbs. It's probably one of the most common errors I see on speaking evaluations is present to past, and especially with these guys. Okay?
Which meant
It's on page 112. There's a whole list of irregular verbs.
easy words, I think.
Okay? I like the way they break it up too. Up here, they give you a list. They give you the simple form, simple past, and the past participle.
Yeah.
And then down here, they give you past participles ending in en. You'll notice there's certain words that have en endings. They're irregular, but there's a whole bunch of them that end. The past participle form ends in en. So that's kind of nice. All right. Let's go to chapter 1.
Jihad. He told me to excuse you don't know where to go.
I don't know where he went either.
Because he told me, I told you,
He did not. Did he tell? He said that he told me he wasn't
Yeah.
coming back.
yeah, but I don't know what's happened with him because he said his friend, he wants his car. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's,
Let's not worry about it. His business.
Like,
All right. Hey, listen. This is kind of interesting. Again, we're talking about in chapter 1, history's mysteries, and take a look at this quiz. Well, hi. You made it. Did you pay your bills?
I don't
After
know what
after
they...
1 hour, he was waiting.
All right.
Since...
Father, good to see you, buddy. Are you in the right place?
Since 8 and 15, I was here.
I believe you. Let's see. Badr bin Saleh. There you
Where
go.
can I sit?
Anywhere you like. Have a seat. We're actually having a class.
What?
And you can watch the video to catch up. We're recording this. Did you want to say hi to your mom back home?
Hi. I miss you.
All right. So, listen, we're going to take a quiz. All right?
Yeah, okay.
It says, what kind of quiz does it say? What does it say?
Mhm.
Take a look at the box on page 1.
History.
Look, the quiz is right here.
Okay.
All right, what does it say at the top?
The world easiest quiz,
Yeah.
or is it?
Yeah, is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Take a look. All right, so
Okay.
you go through each question together. Let's
Okay.
just do it together.
The first one, B.
yeah, one
That-
six.
Read
one
number
six.
1.
We know that.
We know that.
You guys already know the answers.
Yeah.
They have
Okay.
another book, teacher.
They have a special book.
Yeah.
All right.
How long did the 100 years war in the West?
It's done blast.
Okay.
Okay. 116.
You say 116.
Yeah, 116.
What do you think?
So,
116.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know actually. All right. Read number 2,
Because
bud.
there's sometimes this question you mentioned 100 here.
Yeah, yeah.
Or okay, yeah, that's
Yeah.
100 here. No.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll look at the
That
answers.
Panama Heights where they make not in Panama, just name for the huts in Panama.
That's true, but they're probably made in China. Actually,
Okay.
right? Probably.
which country makes Panama?
Yeah. Which
I
country?
think Ecuador.
You gonna go Ecuador?
Yeah.
All right. Number 3.
From which animals do we get category for villain?
Ooh.
We get catcher.
Do you guys know what a violin is?
Yeah.
You see the cat?
Yeah.
He's playing that instrument. That's a violin. And you know the string on the violin?
Okay.
They're saying,
Yeah, it's that's
well,
Yeah,
I guess
from the
they.
Dogs. Dogs.
You think it's from cats?
Yeah.
Cat gut? Maybe.
Dogs. Dogs. I think dogs.
No, some
Shucks.
dogs doesn't have...
I think sheep. I don't know though.
No,
This is not an easy quiz. You think it's cat?
I think.
All right.
Travel instead.
Bother read number 4.
Okay, the formers...
The former
The former USSR used the club...
used to
Used to celebrate the October Revolution in which month?
November. Here's the answer.
I don't know.
Here's the
That's
answer.
October.
Are you reading the answers? All right, 5.
I found the answers.
Yeah,
It's here.
I know. So what is the answer to that one?
Number 4.
Number 4,
November, I think.
B.
Number 4, November. Yeah, Russian use it to use the dealing.
Okay, what was number 3?
the Julian calendar, which is different than the Gregorian calendar by 13 days.
Number 3, what's correct?
Number 3,
B.
sheep.
Sheep, yeah.
Cat gut is from sheep.
Sheep, yeah.
What about 2C?
Ecuador.
Ecuador.
Mm,
And then you were right, 116 years.
no.
All right, somebody read number 5.
What is camel hair? Hair pan,
Paintbrush.
paintbrush, mode of.
Made of.
Made of.
Camel hair.
That'd be too easy, right? And what is it, cat hair?
Oh.
I think cat hair.
Let's go look. 5. Squirrel hair! You're kidding!
Squirrel hair?
What's a squirrel?
What's mean skill?
A squirrel is the little animals you see outside in the trees. They eat nuts.
Ah.
The big tail.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So a camel hair paintbrush, it was actually named after the guy who invented it, which was Mr. Camel. So it wasn't named after the brush hair. Wow, interesting. All right, 6. Bob, read 6.
The Canary Islands.
Islands.
Islands in the
Or
Atlantic Ocean are named after what animal?
I think it's a cat. I think a cat maybe. Let's go see.
No.
6.
I think.
The dog. The word canary
Yeah.
comes from the Latin Insularia Canaria, island of the dogs.
Yeah, the dog.
You know, when I was a kid, we stopped in the Canary Islands and we were going to Africa because it's off the coast of West Africa.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember my dad, I was probably like 7 or 8, took us to the beach.
Mm-hmm.
And we didn't take our shoes. And there was a huge beach and it was hot. So I remember running on the sand and then sitting down and putting my feet up because it was burning.
Yeah.
Crazy. Okay, who's got 7?
What was King George?
George,
3,
the 6.
the 6 of England's first name. I think Albert.
Albert? Why not? I don't
Charles.
know. You think Charles? Number 7, D.
Albert.
Albert.
This wild goose.
That's a wild guess, yeah. All right. 8. Abdurrahman, will you read 8?
Okay. What color is a male purple fish? I think dark. A.
You think dark purple?
Yeah.
B.
Crimson red. Let's
I
look.
cheat.
You cheated.
Yeah.
8B.
Yeah.
It says crimson red. This is the only red finch with purple on its chest. Huh.
Yeah, some of the birds, like some of them have a color, they are female. Some of them have another
That's
color.
right.
Yeah.
By the way, the American cardinal. Do you know what color the cardinal is?
Cardinal?
The American cardinal. It's the name of a bird.
Conrad?
It's called a cardinal. It's a beautiful bird in America, and it's red.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Mr.
only
His face is black, or eyes.
it's bright red. But the
Like
male
your
or the
bear.
female?
From the wings.
Yeah, the males are bright red and the females are brown. Yeah, kind of interesting. All right, who's got the next one? Number 9.
What country do Chinese gooseberries come
Gooseberries.
from? I think New Zealand.
Sweden.
Let's see. I think I'm gonna guess New Zealand.
I guess New Zealand.
Japan.
9D, New Zealand.
Yeah.
It says New Zealanders renamed them kiwi fruit to avoid confusion. Interesting. All right. In number 10, why don't you go ahead, Mike?
How long did the 30 years war in the Central Europe last?
I think
30.
It's now 30.
30?
Yeah, 30.
Let's go 30. Yeah! It was 30 years. How about
Because
that?
it's 116.
Yeah.
It's now.
Let's go normal.
Yeah.
We figured them out. All right. Turn the page. All right. Hey, give me a second. Unfortunately, I have a little bit, I'm going to blow my nose real quick. I have a runny nose today. I got to go to the store to get some medicine. All right. All right. You guys see the picture?
Yeah.
What do you think when you see that picture?
I think it's not real.
Not real?
Yeah.
But it's a real picture, isn't it?
It's a real the picture, but left the no, it's
Yeah, I don't know.
someone but
Pretend.
pretend like he put a hair in his body and he is that.
What is
Like
it
a
called?
bear.
What do we call that creature?
Gorilla.
Yeah, but it has a name in America called
Bigfoot.
Bigfoot.
Yeah, I saw a movie about that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Can
It's
you?
animal or what?
A lot of people claim that it's real. Like there's this animal that hides in the woods called Bigfoot.
Yeah.
Read underneath the story, will you, Ali?
Okay. Many people claim to have seen highly human-like creature called Bigfoot in the western mountains of the United States. In 2004, Bob Hieronymus admitted that he dressed in the costume for this famous 1967 image.
Yeah. So what do we call it when you put something fake on? What's the word?
Hairy human.
Well, what's the word for that hairy thingy?
Costume.
There you go. So the word is costume. All right, cool. Like at Halloween, we dress up in
Yeah.
costumes? Yep. All right. Now, there's a conversation, all right? And I want you guys to do this. Let's see. Ali, you be Victor, and will you be Patty Abdulrahman?
Okay, I saw the most fascinating TV program about Bigfoot last night.
Bigfoot? Don't tell me you buy that story.
You're such a skeptic. Who's to say those things? Don't excite me.
Those things what? Don't
Exist.
exist. Yep.
How else would you explain all those
Come on in, guys.
over the years?
Huge. Come on in, guys.
Could have been gorillas. Could have been gorillas.
In the US, I don't think so. There is no question. Bigfoot is real.
Get out of here. There is no such thing as Bigfoot. You have such a wild imagination.
You'd change your mind if you had seen that program.
The only way I would change my mind is if I saw one of them with my own two eyes. Seeing is believing, as far as I am concerned.
All right. So this is interesting. There's some idioms in there, some phrases in there that you may or may not have heard before. So with someone next to you, I want you to go through these phrases and see if you can explain the meaning. Okay? So turn to the person next to you and see if you can figure out what it means based on the conversation.
Talk about the Bigfoot. One of them. He thinks it's true Bigfoot, and another one it isn't.
Yeah, but ask about this one. Don't tell me,
Okay.
you buy that story. Like you believe that story, or you
Don't tell me you
buy that story. Like don't say I believe that story.
Yeah.
You're such skeptic.
Skeptic. Yeah, I don't think skeptic.
Someone who doesn't believe.
Hmm?
Skeptic?
Yeah.
Someone that when you see news, they don't believe anything. When you tell them something,
Abdurrahman.
Yeah.
Give me your full name again.
Rahman and then
Okay. I got two of you guys in here. Just like I did the other last couple months ago.
yeah, none of I.
All right, cool. And what is your full name, sir?
Yeah, the sorry.
Iyad?
The sorry.
I know that. What's the
There you are, right at the top. All right. Nice to have you here, Iyad.
Thank you, bro.
All right. Iyad, is this your first? I have not seen you before. I've not had you in my classes.
Yeah.
How long have you been here at ELS?
I've been here for like 5 months.
5 months, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad to have you in my class. All right. So, hey, let's take a look at these phrases. Don't tell me you buy that story.
Yeah.
What does that express?
Like that's not real.
Yeah, yeah.
Are you kidding?
You kidding me? Come on. So, buy that story, right? It means you don't believe it. You're such a skeptic. What does that mean?
See, someone who doesn't believe or something, right?
Yeah. A skeptic is someone who doubts everything. Yeah?
What?
A skeptic is a person who doubts things. Like, yeah, that can't be true. They don't believe anything, right?
Okay.
All right. There's no question.
It's 100% clear.
It's 100% right. Yeah, it shows confidence, right? Like you're convinced. Get out of here.
You're a liar.
That's
Yeah.
not real.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
That's crazy. You have a wild imagination.
Like you think too much ethical.
Yeah, you think crazy ideas,
Yeah.
right? And then, have you guys heard the expression "seeing is believing"?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Like
If you saw it.
when I saw, I believe it.
There you go. So I'll only believe it when I see it myself.
Yeah.
So, is anybody in here into magic? Al-Walid, I think, is into magic, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
magician.
Yeah, I think that's fascinating. He's actually really good.
Yeah.
Al-Walid, he's a master student. He's good at magic tricks with cards. But seeing is believing, that's the trick, right?
Yeah.
Even though you see it in front of you, somehow they distract you, and seeing is believing. How many of you guys have to see something before you believe it?
Stupid.
Depends. Depends. Okay. Like, what does it depend on?
I'll give it a story about my friend I know, and someone told me that I won't believe it until I see my friend.
Okay. Now, here's interesting. You know the definition of faith?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Faith?
Yeah.
It's believing without seeing something, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So some people, that's easy for them, right? They hear it and they believe it. Is that easy for you when it comes to faith?
Yeah.
No.
Some.
Everybody's different. For me, it was always easy because I'm talking about spiritual beliefs, right? Because my family, my father, believed very seriously in his faith. For me, I grew up watching him, and he always did what he believed. So for me, it's like, yeah, this must be true, right?
Yeah.
Whereas maybe someone else, they didn't have that. You know what I mean? Maybe they heard one thing and saw something else, so they just doubt that it's true or whatever. That's just one example. What are you like? Is it easy for you to believe or difficult sometimes? I'm curious. And not necessarily
Believe about what?
religious. I'm just talking in general.
I think everyone's true, and when I talk with you,
Yeah.
you told me about something. I think you are good or true, but
Okay.
when I found another way for your words,
Okay.
I will tell you are lying.
Ah, so you'll believe in
And
this.
No, I not believe. When Gannam said to me anything, I believe him
Sure,
because
you trust him.
yeah, because I trust him.
Okay.
But when I know it, when he every time lying, I cannot say.
Okay. So as soon as you find out that he was dishonest, you no longer believe him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm the same way. I trust you as long as you do trustworthy things, right? All right. Good. Hey, listen, this is interesting. So we have these two different stories that maybe you've heard of or not, but Okay, so these are mysteries. Okay, strange mysteries.
Yeah.
Look at the first picture. Let's see again, Iyad, right?
Yeah.
Will you read right here for us?
Yes. The
Loch Ness.
Loch Ness monster. For centuries, people have reported
Sightings.
of a very large, unfamiliar animal living in the deepest lake in the United Kingdom, Scotland. What is it? Loch Ness?
Scotland's.
Yeah, Loch.
Yeah, Loch Ness.
Yeah, Loch.
Ooh, do you guys see the picture?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
I don't believe.
I can't be true.
You think it could be?
I can't.
You can't believe this.
You know.
I don't know.
I have no.
When I was a kid, we went to Scotland, and we went to the lake. And I remember as a kid, like,
Did you see the monster?
I didn't see one.
Then I think it's not true.
Who knows? Yeah, because I didn't see it, it's not true. All right, here's the second one. Abdul Rahman, read the second one right here.
The Bermuda Triangle.
Bermuda.
Bermuda
Read
Triangle.
the story.
Over several centuries, in a triangle area of the
Triangular.
triangular area of the Caribbean Sea, numerous ships have
Numerous.
numerous ships have mysteriously disappeared, never to be seen again. Many believe that there is something about that area that caused ships simply to disappear into thin air.
I watched the documentary movie about this.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think it's true.
It could be true.
They say there are a land with electric something and
Yeah.
eventually fall in the water.
Why?
The electric something do this thing. So,
Wow.
Yeah.
The electrical impulses of the earth,
Yeah,
maybe?
that's- Press something or what's the IR, maybe.
Maybe. I mean, one thing you can't deny is that these boats have just disappeared. They leave the port and then they never arrive. Something's happening.
Yeah, there was planes about the American.
How many planes?
I don't know. I mean,
One,
I
two.
did research about it, and I think it's normal ocean.
Yeah.
Because they discover the accidents that happen. It's like usual.
oh really? So they're
Yeah.
just normal accidents?
Yeah, like any ocean.
So did they find wreckages on the bottom of the ocean?
No, there's a plane with 300 men. They can't find anything about it.
They disappeared.
Yeah, they can't find their clothes, anything. No.
Have you guys ever heard the phrase conspiracy theory?
No.
Conspiracy means you have these crazy ideas about like government, how things happen.
Yeah.
We say you're a conspiracy theorist. So you make up all these ideas about strange things that happen. Americans are always into conspiracies, right? I don't know. Who knows? Well, you guys know Hollywood loves conspiracies. Did you guys ever see the series Lost?
Yeah.
Lost? Well, it's based on kind of a similar thing. Like a plane goes down, right? And they're stuck on this weird island. Alright. So, hey, listen. Today, really one of the things we want to talk about is how to express degrees of certainty. So, if you look at a scale, right? I like the little arrow they give you. They give you down here, well, what do they say? Down on this end, it's
Probably true.
probably true. Okay? So this would be high certainty, right? So, let's just say this is 100% certain. And we just kind of keep moving down the scale here, right? And this is 0%.
25.
This is 50. Yeah, 25.
25.
And 75. So in English, how do I express how certain I am about something? And these are very useful words. We use them all the time. So for the Loch Ness Monster, where do you fall up here?
I think it's 0.
0%. Okay. And how about for the Bermuda Triangle?
75.
Maybe
75.
50.
Something strange is going on. Yeah?
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know.
50 because you read too much. Some of them they said something's wrong, the others said no.
Nothing.
No.
You're gonna go 75%?
50.
You know what I think? You know what my conspiracy theory is? I think
100.
I think there's something going on with one of the islands, right? There's pirates.
Ah, okay.
There's pirates, who live on one of the small islands, and they're intercepting the boats. They're sinking them and
Okay.
taking everything off the ships.
How about
That's what I think.
The plane.
The planes,
Okay,
Yeah, what do
so
you
the
think?
planes, how come the planes?
my conspiracy is they're shooting them down with missiles.
I'm sorry.
And then the reason you never see a ship that is on the bottom of the ocean is because they blow it up. Or they just steal the ship.
What's what that thing, Tita? What do you see? It's north or west?
Yeah.
It's coming.
It goes crazy.
Yeah.
Again, I think the pirates have some sort of an instrument that throws off the electrical instruments on the planes and the boats so they get lost. Yeah, that's my theory. I don't know that.
I don't know, but that's true in the triangle.
Yeah.
I think they're made by people.
You think it's made up by people?
If that's true, I think the people they made when you say the shots and
Yeah.
something.
Maybe.
Not this from something magic or
Right. Yeah.
or-
Yeah.
Maybe some government is doing it.
Maybe.
But teacher,
America, I think.
if you look to the triangle, it was small. It was small.
Yeah.
Now it's becoming bigger.
It's getting bigger.
Yeah. What's the problem? That's not from pirates.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pirates cannot do that. Make it bigger.
I don't know. So, let's take a look at words we use, okay? So, over here, we call this very certain, right? 100%? Yeah, give me some phrases in the book that we use.
There's no question.
Yeah, so clearly,
That's 100%.
yeah.
Obvious.
If I use the word clearly or it's obvious,
The same.
yeah, it's obvious and there's no question.
And again, it's obvious.
It's obvious.
Obvious.
Obvious. There's no question. Listen, these are all somewhere over here, okay? Really in the 100% range, if I use any of those. Hey, by the way, some of you guys that didn't show up for the first hour, we recorded the information, and I'll send you a link so you can go back and watch. But just so you know, if I write something up on the board, you need to bring a notebook with you and write it in your notebook. All right. At the end of each week, I'm gonna take a look at your notebook, and I'm gonna use it for your part of your participation grade. Plus, it helps you learn it if you write it down. Okay. So anyway, I just want to let you know. And can somebody give me a sentence using clearly to express certainty?
Yeah, clearly it's the triangle, the Bermuda Triangle. It's real.
Okay. He believes it's real. Clearly, the Bermuda Triangle and it's big letters, right? Yep. The Bermuda Triangle is real. Nice. I can say the same thing with all three. It's obvious.
That's most of the ships sink in the ocean.
Sink in the
Sink
ocean.
in the ocean.
In the Bermuda Triangle. Yeah? Or there's no question the Bermuda Triangle is real. You with me?
Yeah.
All right. Now, somewhat certain. That would be probably somewhere over here. Yeah? If I want to express somewhat certain, I use different phrases.
Yes.
Give them to me. What are they?
Yes.
Yes.
I guess. I guess. What else?
I imagine.
I imagine. I imagine she likes me, right? Are you certain or uncertain? You're 50-50,
I'm not sure.
right?
I suppose.
Yeah, I suppose,
Teacher.
yeah.
And I think it's.
You would say, I
Yeah,
think, yeah, I like that. I think,
I believe so.
there's another nice one.
Yeah.
I believe so. Now, you would put I believe so on the end, maybe,
Yeah.
right? The Bermuda Triangle is real,
I believe so.
period. And then you'd say, I believe so.
Oh,
It's
am
not
I-
as common. These are better, okay? Somebody give me another sentence to something different. I guess.
I guess that the White Ness monster is not real.
I guess the Loch Ness Monster is not real. Okay? Ali? Give me a new one. It could be anything. I imagine.
I imagine I imagine you are best player in the Euros.
Okay. I imagine he's the best player on his football team. Father?
I suppose we will have an exam this week, this Monday.
Yeah. Now remember, we use these when you're kind of guessing, right, about something. Okay. And you don't need to guess because you have a syllabus I gave you, right, about the exam. So you would want to use one of these. Can you remember? Can you?
Yeah, clearly.
Clearly.
Yeah, and there is no question. You want to listen?
Give me the sentence, the same. But clearly.
Clearly, we will have exam this Monday.
Good. All right. And then I think. Will you give me the I think?
I think that American God is something that
Nice. Okay. No. All right. Now, almost certain. So we got somewhat certain. Listen, I'm going to say 75%. That's where I'd kind of throw it, you know. But let's go over to. Let's go almost certain. Somewhat certain. Let me ask you this: what is the difference between, in your opinion, almost certain and somewhat certain?
Where?
I'm not sure. 50-50.
Yeah.
Almost 75.
Yeah, we really listen. So for somewhat certain, it's kind of a little thing, but it actually is important. Somewhat certain is right here, right?
50%.
Yeah, these are like 50%. Now, if I want to say almost certain, that's going to be over here.
75.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that would be almost, like you're close to certain, right? And what are the phrases under almost certain?
Most likely,
Good.
probably.
Probably.
But
Most likely, probably, and I'll bet. All right, somebody give me one. Abdurrahman.
most likely the Bermuda Triangle is real.
Okay, I like your faith in the Bermuda Triangle. Give me a probably. Abdurrahman.
Probably that Real Madrid will win that Champions League.
There you go.
No way.
All right. So hey, disagree, but use this one. I'll bet.
I'll bet Barcelona will win the Champions League.
There you go. All right.
I don't think
75% sure. All right. All right.
God no.
All right. And then, hey, listen, not certain at all. Somewhere I'd say over here.
Maybe. It's possible.
Yep, maybe it's
What's the one?
possible, and it could be.
I think to that it's 25%, 0% because it's impossible or
Yeah, you know, I agree with you on that. When you say maybe, it really we probably should stick to the 25, shouldn't we?
Yeah.
Because 0% would be like what?
impossible, no way.
It's impossible. No way.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah.
It's possible. Barcelona don't win the Champions League.
Okay, it's possible for Barcelona to win,
Yeah, no,
but
yeah.
not likely. All right. How about maybe?
Maybe they will win.
Maybe they'll win. Yeah. And it could be. Iyad, what do you got?
It could be true.
The story could be true,
Yeah.
or you could say it could be true that Barcelona might win. It could be true, and then you need a noun clause. That Al Hilal will win. Right?
No, no way.
I'm going to start a riot in here.
Yeah.
Okay. Probably a bad example, but so when you use it could be, you could say true or false.